What is going on, guys? It's your boy Az. We are back here. Happy Friday, happy blog day. Hope you guys are having a wonderful morning. We're gonna hit you up here today quickly with your guys' Fast 3 so you guys know what to expect for the day because it's Friday. There's lots going on, and sometimes it's right before the weekend, so there's always going to be some stuff that gets a little bit left behind here if you guys aren't paying attention to the game files. First and foremost, we'll just briefly talk about events here that are ending quickly, so then you guys are aware of it. Just make sure you're going into your blitz, make sure you're doing your free little attacks, and then you're able to collect these rewards as well before they are gone. Usually, I just kind of leave them kind of for the end, so then you can kind of top up on your raid refreshes if you need to. But we've already crushed all the raids for the rest of the day, so we should be okay. So make sure you guys are collecting those, and it should be these rewards will be out before the reset. And with regards to events as well, on that note, just make sure you guys are also coming into the command center. And if you have a busy weekend, make sure you're collecting all these free things in the command center and whatnot because it is going to be leaving us come Monday. So again, that's another one we don't want to miss out on. With regards to events, the Blastar trials as well as the Cataclysm, they're coming to an end here. And so if you guys have a busy weekend or you've already done them, great. It just just making sure that you guys are getting those closed out here before the weekend. Like I said, at the time of recording, you've got a few days left. And in conjunction with the Psychic Cataclysm, if you guys are wondering, it is looking like approximately the top basically between the top 19 to 20,000 right now at this point in time. So it could change even. It could even get the gap could get quite could slightly get a little more over the weekend here as well, depending on if there's more people trickling into it. But yeah, it looks like we should be in pretty good shape here, and I'll show you guys where I'm sitting at. We're sitting in the top 300, so that should be fine. Like I said already, you should be okay if you're sitting around the 19 mark, 19,000, and it's kind of looking like it's towards the tail end of 19 to 20k right now at this point in time. I won't know the exact number because it's kind of fluctuating and the bottom is always kind of unpredictable, but it gives us an approximate. So if you are around like 15,000, 14,000, then you should be in pretty good shape. And like I already said, the X heist is also coming to a close. So if you guys are trying to get this Xavier unlocked here, the free red stars, make sure you guys are doing that in the next few days here. Maybe I'll release another video on the I'll do the Xavier boss, the final boss, so you guys can have a look at how I did it. But yeah, you don't need to 3-star it or anything like that. You just have to get through it, and hopefully you guys are close enough that that it does help. So anyways, so that's events in a nutshell closing out today. So just be aware of that. Now, we'll briefly just talk about now with regards to next week, and we should get confirmation as well from the blog today on the actual event, but the Magneto Phoenix Force Shard event, it should be coming on Monday, and that's going to be where we're going to be able to get our first shot at getting a Magneto Phoenix Force unlocked. So with regards to that, data mines are going to, they're showing that there's also going to be some sort of polarity shift tower as well, and it looks like it is going to be capped with like it's looking like there's going to be requirements regarding like city, so characters that are city, global 4 stars, cosmic 4 stars, non-mythic, cosmic, non-mythic 5, mutant 5, legendary 5, and then Phoenix Force 3, 4, and 5. So it looks like probably the most likely biggest limiting factor will be the stars on our Omega Red Phoenix Force, which I do hope that they do have a way to get some of those shards free to play as well for us next week. But it's just, just so you guys are aware that, yeah, the data mines have confirmed that the event is coming. It's just we should probably most likely get a blog announcement. So just be aware of that for now. And I might post another video later today just kind of talking about the event itself, and in conjunction with the fact that we're gonna essentially have I'm guessing and I'm assuming here a similar format to what we had with the zombie Kestrel event, where we are going to be getting this passive energy, event energy, we'll call it Phoenix Force energy for the sake of this video, which will reset basically every 5 minutes. So we'll get about 12 per hour, which kind of comes out to our usual 12 energy per hour times 24, and it's going to be like 288. And as you guys see here, it's going to most likely consist of 5 nodes, most likely awarding us about 80 shards per node. So in this case here, as you guys can see, just some quick math would be like if we did all 5 nodes, we would get about basically 800 per node. 800 times 5 is about 4,000. 4,000 equals about 2 orbs. So 2 orbs would be like kind of like our max per day without any power core input. And keep in mind, we only get 288 energy per day passively. So that means to hit all 5 nodes, we would need essentially some power cores to, basically hit like 100 on node 1, 100 on node 2. And then if we get the 80-ish on node 3, that's about the free-to-play way without any input already. And then the other 2 remaining nodes, we would have to core 50 refreshes for that energy we had just talked about. So I'm just going to let that simmer for you guys, let you guys think about that, because that means essentially even right now, just to get 5 nodes done, assuming they follow this pattern, that means we're going to need to spend at least 100 cores per day, 100 cores-ish, so it hits all 5 nodes, and it should get you 2 orbs per day. Yeah, so if you get about 2 orbs per day, and it looks like the zombie one was running here for about 11 days, so that essentially would mean, once I pull this up here, the orb drop for the Kestrel event here indicates that we would most likely get maybe so there's gonna be 3 pillars to this orb, most likely, because they usually have 3 pillars to it, like left, right, middle. But we just kind of picked one of them, and as you guys can see here, one of them should indicate like a guaranteed rate of about 2 shards with a 45% chance. So assuming we get 2 orbs per day, and it's like for 11 days or whatnot, that means even just with 100 cores input, we should be able to get Magneto unlocked. So I mean, 2 times 11 or 12 is about 24, and that's, that would make it about like 44 shards, and he is a 45 shard unlock. So I mean, I feel like that it is pretty reasonable then to get him unlocked here, and that's again, guys, that's only with about 100 cores input. But what I will leave with you guys here is the fact that yeah, if it does follow the same pattern, 5 nodes with 100 cores worth of input, that means we should prepare ourselves for the event, and kind of just in conjunction with that, just making sure you're aware that it is going to require just a little bit of input, free to play, with power cores as well. So just make sure you guys have power cores ready to go for that event. And as I already said, those are just assumptions, and we should know hopefully by mid-afternoon today with the blog post coming, and I will send out another video as well if it confirms it or not, and then we can kind of go from there. But yeah, hopefully that kind of lets you guys think about it right now over the weekend here, and you guys can kind of start your planning, maybe post some spreadsheets, or if you're not into spreadsheets, pull out the good old notepad and try to input and try to get how much on there and figure out what you want to do with the event. Because yeah, we are going to get another leaderboard event, and that we should know for sure as well, depending on what that entails, depending on the Friday blog. So that's kind of it for the first 2 points. And the last point I will leave you guys with here is just quick and fast promo codes. So just make sure you guys are getting these guys entered in before the week, as well as the fact that yeah, there's expiry days on both these codes, and it's free power cores, free gold, and always appreciated when we get these. You got to make sure you actually use them, or you're gonna lose them. So again, that's yeah, promo codes here, and I'll put it in the comments as well, so you guys can kind of have a look at it. I'm not gonna go over the exact everything, because we've already kind of touched on it from a previous video, but it's up here if you guys need it, and you guys can kind of pause and post it into the online stuff as well, the online store input thing, yeah, that they have. But anyways, I hope that was useful for you guys. Hopefully this was beneficial. If not, I do apologize, but otherwise, guys, that is kind of your Fast 3-ish in a nutshell. And I wish you guys all a happy Friday, and like I already said, I will send out any follow-up video once we do get confirmation on the blog today, or if not today, perhaps tomorrow. Otherwise, guys, I always appreciate you guys watching. Always, appreciate your time, and yes, it's always a pleasure. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.